Hey, hello everyone. It's Elton here, Grumpy Kit. So great news! Sold my house. Ooh. Uh, yeah, I know the enthusiasm doesn't really come across, does it? I think primarily because it's a bit strange still. I've lived in the UK for 22 years, and for 20 of those years, I lived in that house. So it's got a lot of memories. My kids were obviously born, well, not born in the house, but were brought back to the house after their births and were raised in the house. So a lot of memories, which are, it was quite an emotional time leaving the house last week, to be honest. Leaving the house knowing it was the last time I would be in the house was brought a little tear to the eye, to be honest. It's uh, boys cry. That's facts of life. Things happen. Um, but yeah, so now I'm living in a with a landlady. I've rented a room. Um, she's very nice. She's taken me and the dog in, which is obviously a great relief for me. Um, and yeah, she's a very nice lady and very accommodating. It's a bit weird for me, to be honest, to be sharing a house with someone else, um, where it's not my house, and so I'm a little bit over over courteous perhaps, and well, she's told me that I am, but it's just a whole new thing for me, getting used to living in somebody else's house. So yeah, maybe in time I'll get my head around that, but for now it's all a bit odd. Dog is getting on okay. He had a few days, probably about 3 or 4 days before the move, where he wasn't eating very well. You could clearly, he knew something was going on, and as a result, he kind of got a little bit of depression. Um, he's now settling. Sorry, I keep looking out the door because he's out there in the garden, and I'm not convinced that it's properly fenced in the garden. So I just keep an eye on him in case he decides to chase something. Uh, yeah. So on our second night here, um, while the landlady and I were sitting out in the garden enjoying the sun, Shaka was running around the garden, and the next thing there's a bit of a scuffle, and unfortunately he got hold of a hedgehog once again. Um, I did manage to get him to let go of it, and while I was dealing with Shaka's wounds to the mouth area, I then went back to go look for the hedgehog, which had then scurried away. So thankfully, it seems that he was okay. Um, Unfortunately, Shaka is just not a sociable animal when it comes to other animals. I believe that's probably got something to do with the fact that he was attacked as a young puppy himself. So it's kind of a attack and ask questions later type scenario with him, unfortunately. With people, he loves people to death, and he's never ever even growled at a person. Um, but yeah, he's a bit dodgy with other animals, unfortunately. So now that the house is sold, the focus turns to finding a van, which is far easier said than done right now in this current climate in the UK. Because of coronavirus and restrictions around travelling and people going abroad, with the summer holidays just around the corner, people are looking for staycations now, and therefore the price of motorhomes have gone through the freaking roof. I could have bought a very decent motorhome last year for around £15,000. Looking at the same motorhome now, you're looking at around 20 to 25,000 for the same van. So it's a massive increase, which has obviously impacted my budget slightly. So yeah, the search continues, and I'm thinking now perhaps I might go down the van route and just do the conversion myself. I know it's going to take longer. But you know what? I'm happy just to have a van, throw a mattress in the back with a little camping stove, and that will do me initially. And then as I get time, I will start building the framework and putting the van together. So that's probably what's going to happen now, just due to the fact really that the motorhome prices have gone through the ceiling. And then the other priority is over the next month or two, I'm going to just set the foundations for my web design business, and my SEO consultancy business, so that once I hit the road on a more regular basis, I know that I've got that monthly income coming in, so that I don't have to panic about that once I'm on the road. So that's where I'm at the moment, is just getting word out, establishing the network, getting contacts, and making people aware of what I do with regards to the website and the SEO consultancy work. So yeah, that's where we are. So I will now hopefully start posting on a more regular basis now that the immediate crisis and panic of selling the house and packing the house and moving everything out of the house is over. I should have more time on my hands now to kind of sit down and prepare and think about content that you people might find useful. But in order for me to kind of put out content that is going to be useful for you guys, please do ask questions below in the comments. Let me know what it is you'd like to know about this whole transformation from a career into becoming a digital nomad, and I'll do my best to answer those questions for you. But otherwise, I will just be putting out shit that happens on a daily basis, basically, and hopefully you will find some value in that. Alright guys, well that's it from me for now. I'll catch you up soon. Cheers then, bye bye.